Hi, it's me, Silver the Work. Coming at you on a Saturday morning. It's raining. I got my coffee right here. Do not have the clear mug. And I put it there and I don't feel like getting it. I posted the picture in the community tab. It should be enough. If you're watching this and you're interested in seeing what it looks like. I use a pattern that looks a bit like flowers, like around, but I didn't measure it properly, so it kind of the thing with cozies with a base, which is the case of that one, is that you have to leave a hole on this side, right? And then either put a button here or find some other way to like make sure that it's held on this part, right? So I used the button. But then there was a huge hole, a huge gap in here. And I was like, I didn't measure it right. But then I thought, you wanted a clear mug and now you're covering it all up. So maybe it was for the best. It still serves its purpose. Like, if I want to hold it like this, which is how I usually hold the mug, it works fine. Especially because the mug is smaller than these. Like I think these must be 250 milliliters, give or take. I don't know. But that one is less than that, and I know this because I made my coffee in the mocha pot, and when I was pouring it in the cup, it spilled. It made a mess. Good thing I was doing it in my room because I'm weird. It's not like I can't do it in the kitchen. Like, it's not a case of like I'm in captivity, I can't do anything, I can't move around. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in some moments. Like, for example, maybe this is too much information, but sometimes I have to take paper and go outside. Like, listen to the call of nature, right? If you're rural, this won't be TMI, but if you're from the city and I've never had to experience going outside, this will be like, gross, but for rural people it's just common. Usually, like, most people, not everyone, most people have like those packs of tissues, like for blowing your nose, the disposable ones. And in the country, there aren't that many toilets available, and outhouses are not really a thing anymore, like those Shrek loose. yeah, why am I going there? This is kind of personal. I mean, it's not entirely personal. I mean, I guess it can be educational for people who are very into cottagecore vibes, because yeah, it paints a different reality to what rural life actually is like. But yeah, we don't live off the grid. Obviously, I have internet and electricity and stuff. That much is obvious. But the house only has one bathroom, right? And my male progenitor, that thing, creature, I do that to to amuse my brother. Um, hogs it all the time. So sometimes I really have to go, because sometimes you really have to go. So I keep paper around and just go outside. And that's fine. The animals and the other animals, like we're animals, right? The other animals don't judge. They don't care. um, yeah, and when I get home, I wash my hands because there's a kitchen upstairs. There's the only thing that we don't really have upstairs is a bathroom, and that's not a thing that will happen, I don't think, because yeah, making new bathrooms is expensive, and though we have some space, we will need a permit from the town's hall, and yeah, it would not be granted because there were some feuds with the neighbors, with one neighbor in particular, the cat neighbor. This sounds like such rubbish story, such fanfic, but it isn't. Like the neighbor lives in an adobe house with a bunch of cats, and it stinks in there. I've called the town hall and animal protection and stuff. They came in, they saw it, and they left. You know the Latin saying "Vini, vidi, vici." Yeah, they went like "Vini, vidi, left." I don't know how to say left in Latin. There's definitely a translation for that. Let me pause. Yeah, according to Google Translate, it's discesi. So they said "Vini, vidi, discesi." If there's anyone there who speaks Latin, you'll be able to correct me. But frankly, yeah, I'm just making a joke about what they did. They saw the state the place was in, and this all started not because I was particularly mad about it, because like I said, uh, stray cats are not really a problem in my area because there aren't many cars zooming by. Um, there's the highway, but cats don't go there. Cats are not that stupid. They don't really go down there because it's kind of far. Dogs though, dogs can end up there, and they have. Um, because I've seen it, and it was kind of harrowing. I've told this story before. It was pretty harrowing. In the end, nothing happened. The dog in question is fine, but it was pretty harrowing. But cats don't do that. Cats stay in the village and they don't go down to the highway. I say down because I live in a mountain setting. Or like mountainous. Is that a fucking word? I don't know, honestly. It's too early. Yesterday was a Good Friday. I was not in a good mood. Yeah. Like, obviously, there are certain traditions and rituals and things that you do on Good Friday. Like, there's no Eucharist, Mass, or anything. Like, maybe on some communities there might be, but in mine there never was. There never will be. Because it's a personal thing, right? You do your own reflection on Good Friday. To people who don't know anything about Catholicism and being Roman Catholic or being a Christian, I suppose it's not much different in other versions of Christianity. You're supposed to think about the Passion of Christ, as it's called. There's a movie, a movie. That sounded very British. I'm not British anymore. I can use this word now. I relinquished that citizenship when I left. Though, yeah, it could be potentially useful since it's a powerful passport, but yeah, when I moved permanently to where I live now, and it's been 5 years, I knew that it would be like most likely permanent. I basically just said, yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm not going to renew this. I don't care. I always had dual citizenships anyway, so yeah, I didn't care to renew that. I never really felt like I belonged anyway, so it wasn't a hard decision to make. I'm sorry. Like, I miss the UK. I won't say I don't. Of course, it has its problems, like everywhere else, and especially now with the anti-trans laws being passed and being funded by the joke plagiarist, who fluked with series for children that is now being made a spectacle of. And I can say that with confidence because I know it's going to be just rage bait and everyone will pan that, and aside from the turfs. They made Snape black, and in any other context I would be like, fine, but when you consider the context of the character in the book and the way the character is described, it's even more racist than the books already are. And the book is already extremely racist. I really think it was. Let me pause this. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was just replying to some message. These people are annoying. Yeah, I want to do this now because you will be coming into. I have something to do, and they will be coming in to bake cakes because that's a tradition for Easter. It's my dog, and he wants his walkies. Oh, I think my brother is gonna take care of that. Usually I do that on the days that I don't show up. um, yeah, I was talking about the disaster that I'm envisioning. Like it's going to be, it's rage bait, obviously, because yeah, she retroactively added a bunch of things that were not in the books in any way, shape, or form. The books are extremely racist. The plot is weak. Some things are plagiarized from The Worst Witch. I apologize for not knowing the name of the author of the original series, and I will say for my own protection that allegedly this is all copied, because allegedly some scenes are exactly 1:1 copies. Allegedly. And if you like check the Worst Witch series, you see that it's an all girls school. So for someone who claims to be a feminist, it's really ironic that the series she chose to write with the same theme, let's drop the alleged now, because same theme, whatever, features 2 male main characters. The female main character is the homework doer. She's described as annoying. The activism that she has towards the liberation of slaves, which was essentially what house elves were, is mocked and dropped, and nobody gives a shit about that. The token Asian character is just someone with 2 last names. The Irish guy blows up things. The bankers are Jewish stereotypes. I really could go on. Yeah, obviously, views were all over the works. We were just children and didn't know better. And I think she still thinks that the story will resonate with anyone, but it won't. Like, people who might still have nostalgia are left far right and TERFs, and while the TERFs might be like, yeah, ooh, we're sucking it up to those degenerates, ooh, we're totally not Nazis, ooh. Everyone else will be like, this is rubbish. This is absolutely rubbish. We don't need this. We have seen this. We don't want this. And the thing about the Snape character being black, apparently, I will check if this is true, Yeah, I was right. They made Snape black because, of course, she has to tick the woke boxes because she's so woke. She's so progressive. Of course, she's not. She's far right and a turf. No, or rather, she's just a transphobe. She's not a radical feminist in any way. She's not a She's not even a feminist. Like, to be a feminist, you have to care about women's causes, and she doesn't. She doesn't. Not even cis women. She doesn't care about women at all. Like, the only woman she cares about is herself. That's it. And making Snape black is just a whole new level of wild, insane rage bait. Because when we think about the context of the books rather, everything becomes extremely racially motivated. Like, 1. There is this black character who hates this child for no reason. This character is described as dirty, disgusting, with disgusting hair. This character is bullied by white people, basically. This character is obsessive. This character doesn't fit in. This character does everything to fit in. This character is rejected by everyone. So, did nobody think about that? They probably did, but yeah, it's rage bait. Obviously, it's rage bait, and it's to try and tick boxes of diversity which didn't exist in the book and to begin with, like the black character, which was Angelina Johnson, was just this sassy black girl with like, I don't know how those braids are called, but the skinny braids. And it's just insane because there's also 2 Indian characters and they're just stereotypes as well. Like, the women, the girls rather, in this book, even the women, like the professors as well, are all stereotypes. They're just 2D at best. And the reason why I personally like that was because I was a child. And then in the later books, she started killing people randomly to make it seem like, ooh, this was serious. Ooh. It wasn't. The plot is full of holes. And now she's completely lost the plot. I don't know what she thinks will happen. Yeah, she will get people like me, like... frowning upon it, because what the hell? And she even had the audacity to say that the original cast ruined the books just because they don't agree with her. Oh my god. No, man. Just because they don't agree with her transphobic views. Yeah. I mean, it will be bad. I'm sorry about the cast. They're just getting a paycheck, but yeah, I would not touch that with a 10-foot pole. Even if I was a struggling actor, I would not. I just simply would not. She's just completely lost the plot. She's insane. And she, oh, this is misogynistic. I don't care. You're transphobic. You hate people. You incite violence. You have blood in your hands. So I don't care about you feelings. I don't give a goddamn diddly dink about your goddamn feelings. Yeah. This turned into a rant about Harry Potter. I was talking about outhouses and going outside when the bathroom is being hogged by that. Yeah. It's wild. Everything is wild. Going outside is wild. If you're from the city and you ever go to the countryside, recommend. Just make sure that you have like a hand sanitizer or like a way to wash your hands, because that's what I do. Like when I go outside, I return and I wash my hands in the kitchen upstairs. And I was talking about the neighbor as well. How did this develop into this? Yeah, meds not hitting and mine all over the place. Sorry. But yeah, the thing was that it's expensive to build bathrooms and it would not be approved because of the neighbors, and also because this house has a very strange layout, and my uncle has a window in his room, and before this was covered with those plastic things. They're like it's a covering. The plastic is hard. It's kind of like roofing, but not really. It's the cheap kind. Some are transparent, like let light in, but for the most part, it's just opaque. You can't see the sky, and there's this hole that allows my uncle to see the view that he was used to, just not the sky as it was. Like my room has a window, but this window leads to the inside of the house, like the greenhouse. It became a greenhouse, basically. And there's space, like behind this wall. There's space. There's a covering, a sturdy one, but yeah, building there is out of the question because of the neighbor, and also because it would cover the view from my uncle, and my uncle has reduced mobility, so yeah, and he stays in his room a lot, a bit like me. Though I leave the house, but my uncle only leaves the house if someone takes him, because he is non-verbal and has mobility issues, though he moves around and has a cane and everything. So yeah, he has mobility, he just doesn't speak. And it would be not good to just cover the view from the window. So yeah, the whole bathrooms thing, there's one bathroom downstairs and that's it. And then if you're in a pinch and that thing is hogging the bathroom, you have to go outside. Showering is done at night for me, personally. When he when he can't do anything and he is usually out of view. And this is the reality of cottagecore living. But in the country, those tissues, I was talking about them earlier. Disposable ones that people keep in their bags. They're useful not for just blowing your nose, but when you go to the bathroom and there's no toilet paper, like when you go to a public bathroom and there's no toilet paper, those things are a lifesaver. And I'm really one good thing to come out of the big bad wolf a virus was that people became more aware of the dangers of unwashed hands, and now it's easy to come by hand sanitizer, and I have that. I always carry that with me now, and I'm very glad that it became a thing in here. And also the face masks are also normalized, which is good, especially when I'm not having a day or when I'm having a day, because you can just cover your face. That's it. Fun. Yeah. Yesterday I finished the mug cozy that I showed, but that's posted. I also posted the lion. It's wonky. Oh my god, it's so wonky, and I just saw it in the viewfinder. Oh my god, it's so wonky. This lion doesn't go round, it goes me. Are the eyes wonky? I try to keep them in the same line. Yeah, but I made this lion to give my cousin. It's a bit silly. I guess he can just hang it from somewhere in his house because it's funny, it's funny. And the tutorial just had like one line of this, but when I put that thing, I was like, this part was white and this part was white. It looked like a ball with a thing in the middle. So I went like, you know what? I'm gonna go full throttle on this one. So instead of 33 chain with 8, because it's like this, and then slip stitch to make the little curls. Instead of 33, I made 133 and then sewed it all on. Yeah, it was a lot of work for something that looks like this. But I hope that at least gets a laugh out of it. I had fun. I was entertained while making it. This looks like a cauliflower, doesn't it? A broccoli. It looks like a broccoli. Broccoli tutorial. Yeah, it looks like a broccoli. It looks like a cabbage. It looks like it looks funny. It just looks funny. I hope he gets a laugh out of it. And it was made in the colorway of his football, European football, so soccer team. That's why the hair is green and the muzzle, the snout thing is yellow. And I embroidered some whiskers on the thing. They look wonky and weird. And the eyes are not safety eyes, they're just pom-poms that I sewed in. And there's something poking out of it, but I'm too scared of snipping it. But I'm I lost the blue the blue scissors. They must be somewhere in here. No words will be said because I hadn't looked there. I cannot believe this just happened. This is so dumb. I really did not look there. I have no reason to lie about this. This is just such a nothing burger vlog. It was there. Okay. I looked on the side of the bed, I looked inside the bags. It was right there. Okay. Wonky lion. It says it doesn't go rawr, it goes And I also made these. I put it in the thumbnail because I made another one. I made two because I just put it there and this end got a bit pink because it was touching the air freshener. And the air freshener is a flower that has like scented liquid. So it kind of transferred into that because it was white. I will be gifting one of those. The not stained one. To an elderly cousin who is very religious. That's very easy to make actually. That's a granny square pattern modified to form a cross. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Everything is falling. This is why I stop the recording when I do this. Because okay, it didn't stop. Okay. And we're gonna do the breathing exercise together. If you're still here, thanks. 40 minutes of this. I will probably... I'm not sure if I'll be here tomorrow. Maybe I will. So we'll do the 478, and it's raining. Isn't that great? It is. moving.
Relax and get comfortable.
Yes.
Focus on your breathing. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. 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 Well done.
We're still listening to the rain. Sorry. I don't like doing that. I don't like not covering my mouth. I'm sorry. Yeah. I will be making some crochet today. To gift a cousin. The other cousin. Because that one is for my second cousin. I want to make something nice for my first cousin, who is old enough to be my mother. So I'm going to make one of those flower pot coasters. But instead of it being like a succulent, like the one I made and kept, I will be making one that's actually flower. It will have 2 leaves and 2 petals, like 2 flower things. Hopefully I will be able to make it. Yeah. I'll just drink this. I don't have a story today. I think I already rambled enough. Just mentioning this because it was really funny. That scratch. Someone in the comments from Liverpool, I suppose, or rather just a fan of the team, said they have never seen a back scratcher outside of sitcoms. And I thought that was hilarious because that's so common in here. Like it's even a souvenir. Some of them have like the name of the place and a flag on it. This one is made of plastic, so it was cheap. But normally they're made of wood, which I'm not entirely sure how safe that is. I mean, if it's well made, this won't like actually scratch you, like hurt you. But yeah, this is plastic. And there are some that are a bit fancier, where they have an extensible uh, handle and no shoehorn. I didn't remember what it was called the other day, but then I remembered. Uh, it's a shoehorn. I know this is mostly for older people, but yeah, I don't have long enough fingernails, and I have like back knee because of the hormones. I think that's the reason. It can't be from not washing, um, because I do wash. I shower every day. Like, I don't wash my hair every day because that would make it fall off and make it like extremely greasy. But I shower every day. Like, I wash my face and the rest every day because I think that's basic hygiene. I guess if you have the opportunity to do that, that's a good thing to do. Good habit to have, if you will. But yeah, I don't have a story, and I was too upset about the hate message, which, by the way, I can give a small update on it. I ended up deleting the entire fic because this person kept doubling down and just bashing me, basically. Very entitled. I was at a loss, honestly, because then they revealed that they weren't even Christian, so I was being told off and told I was a bad Christian by someone who isn't even a Christian. Just because, my values, my values say that harassing people you don't know is bad. So, I mean, I didn't say that, obviously, because I didn't want to keep feeding into that entitled asshole, basically. Like, if you're so worried about religion and the desensitization of religious jokes when it comes to certain religions, like, if you're part of that religion, if you're part of that group, you're allowed to make jokes about it. Like, in this specific scenario, I've never heard of anyone being stopped at an airport or anything, or being barred from anything for being Roman Catholic. So I don't know where this person was coming from, just from a place of entitlement, obviously, because everything was tagged multiple times, so obviously I'm not desensitized to it. It was just jokes coming from someone who is Roman Catholic and has trauma relating to it. And obviously I knew it was bad, otherwise I would not have warned for it multiple times. And honestly, yeah, I just deleted it. I just said, you know what, I don't care enough about this story. I'll give you what you want. You saved the day. You're a hero. Just don't expect everyone online to be like me and give in to your harassment and your abuse. Yeah, and that's because I'm scolded from this yeah, scalded and I was scolded again uh, by people from this fan base. So I just said, look, fuck it, I'm going to delete this. And I'm still so upset about that, and especially because they returned yesterday, of all times. So much for the religion. Yeah. All this to say that if something is tagged and you choose to interact with it just to bash on it and hate it and act like as if you're morally superior and that your values are wow amazing, you're an asshole and your values suck. So yeah, this has been my hot take. This has been me getting upset about that. Since this is my venting moment and this isn't exactly personal towards anyone in particular, since I don't even know this person. This is an anonymous person, like unrelated to anything that went down in 2022. When I got in hot water for speaking out of turn, basically. But yeah, I was not inspired to write anything, but maybe I will be able to do that. Or maybe I will just translate one of my grandma's long stories and instead read one of that. Though it won't be as relaxing because the one that I have, which is long, is kind of wild. It's extremely wild, but it will be a bit of a different story, I guess. I could post something relating to the to religion, like a story, a tale, something. But I don't think that I want to do that. So it will be this one. It's a very strange story. I don't even know what background noise I will put there. But it won't be from the relaxing series. It will be just a tale. And I think that putting it in a separate video will be fine. I hope. Wishful thinking. But yeah, let me just drink the rest of the coffee. As if I have to ask for permission. I just realized that the colorway that I picked for the gift is actually very Eastery. Like purple and yellow, gold. It's kind of a gold. Not bad. Me patting myself in the back. I just looked at the color wheel to see what colors would go well together. From my available colors, of course. There you go. And yeah. That's it. That's enough. It's past 50 minutes already. But I I hope that you have a good Saturday. I hope that your Friday was good. If you have to work, I hope that goes well. If you listened until now, thank you very much. I know this is a nothing burger. I hope my voice is not annoying. When I listen to it, it doesn't like trigger my misophonia. So I suppose it doesn't have that ASMR sound that really upsets me. Which is the case for some commentary channels that I would like otherwise, because the people seem very nice, but the way they speak, I just can't. And I'm sorry, because they seem like level-headed people who don't just point and laugh or make a spectacle or just exaggerate everything, But yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all. Like, it makes my skin crawl. If you have misophonia, you'll know what I'm talking about. But when I listen to the recording to see if everything is rolling nicely, yeah. Having a rainy Easter. When I listen to that, it doesn't trigger my misophonia. I'm just like, dumbass voice. But if you like it, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really do. At least someone likes it. It's that thing that sometimes happens when you listen to your voice. You're like, I have some voice dysphoria sometimes. That's part of the reason why I put myself out there and try to use my voice in this context. But yeah, I'll translate that story, and maybe that's probably what I'll post, and then I'll maybe post the relaxing one tomorrow. Or the wannabe relaxing. I'm glad that the one person who inspired me to do this is enjoying them. So, yeah, as long as that person keeps enjoying it, I'm good. But yeah, that's it. That's all. That's way more than enough. But I'll be back. That's a threat. Bye-bye. Trying to find the button. Yeah. I'll be back. That's a threat.